All right, switching gears here in your consumer news, a new report from Vanguard shows Americans are dipping into their 401k accounts at record-breaking pace. In fact, hardship withdrawals hit an all-time high in October, according to the financial firm. But some experts are saying dipping into your investment account comes with some risk. And we want to talk to this morning Dan White. He's joining us, and he's going to give us some background on this because people have had some hard times this year, Dan.
Yeah, they have. The recession's not even here yet, but we know people are facing difficult times, and it's often tempting to dip into the 401k plan. What we often counsel people, though, Taylor, is that a 401k plan is a retirement plan. It's not a Mac machine. So you don't necessarily want to be dipping into it if you don't have to.
Well, what if you are in a real high, financial bind? What are the factors you should ultimately consider before making this kind of decision?
Well, there's a couple things. Number one, you have to understand the difference between a withdrawal and a loan. If you take a loan from a 401k, it's just temporary. You're going to pay it back, and there's usually interest on the loan, but you're paying the interest back into your own account. So a loan is not as bad as a withdrawal. Withdrawal permanently takes money out of your account. You do have some options. If you do take a withdrawal, you do have what's called a 60-day, a once per year 60-day rollover into another account, but that's kind of a tricky path to navigate. So the other thing with a withdrawal, it's going to be taxable. A loan is not taxable. And a withdrawal, and if you take a withdrawal, it could be subject, if you're under 59.5, to the 10% early withdrawal penalty.
So you're telling me, basically, I'm assuming folks are doing this because inflation, because the looming fears of the recession, but it could actually cost them more money down the line.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, not only are you going to be paying tax on it, as I said earlier, you might be paying that 10% early withdrawal penalty. You also want to have a plan for replenishing it. I mean, again, you're basically pulling consumption forward. You're spending money that you're saving for the future now. So it's going to hurt you down the road in retirement. So you ought to have a plan to pay it back.
And is there some way folks can mitigate the financial impact? Should they talk to somebody? How should this decision be made?
Yeah, a lot of times it's very easy to tap into that 401k. There may be other options available. I mean, you might be able to take a loan from a family member. There's all kinds of things you got to think about. The other thing that I often warn people against, it's don't take more than you need. You have that big lump sum sitting there in the 401k, and you think, oh, I only need 5,000, but I'd really like to get this other thing, so let me pull out 10,000, and it kind of snowballs on you. So don't take more than you need. Just try to stay within a budget.
Absolutely, because in fact it's taxed, and then you're dealing with more money later. It makes a lot of sense to consider those factors. Dan White, thank you so much. We appreciate your insight on that.
Have a great day.
All right.